live. Welcome everyone here who is watching here on Twitch, and to anyone that may be watching this on YouTube after the fact when I re-upload this, after this is all said and done. Today is a very important day in gaming. And of course, we are going to be here to witness it live. It is going live in 20 minutes, so we got some preparation time to make sure everything's all good and set up. I will talk about my hopes for the event a little before it begins, like maybe once we're at the 5-minute mark. Then I'll kind of talk about, hey, this is what I'm hoping to see and whatnot. But right now, yeah, so this has been a long time coming. The first true reveal of the next generation. We've seen the Series X. We know what the console looks like. We've seen the controller. We know about smart delivery. We know about all the specs. We know a lot about the Series X. There's still a lot we don't know about. Like, we still don't know that much about the games themselves. We don't know anything about Halo Infinite, pretty much. And, of course, we don't know what the release date and the price tag is. But the PS5, while we also know a decent amount about it, we know what the controller looks like. We know what the specs are. We don't know anything about the games, but more importantly, we have not seen the console at all yet. And that is the thing that I'm hoping to see probably the most that isn't game related. I'll talk about game related stuff again a bit later, but in terms of just like general things, I really hope we get to see the console itself. From what I have heard, this is supposed to be a games-focused event, and that's totally fine. That makes sense. After all, we already know about the specs. There's not much to talk about there. But we need to see the console. I don't care if it looks like the dev kit. I don't care if it looks like the PS4. I don't care if it looks like the Series X. I just want to see what it looks like. Although, for the record, I don't think it's going to look anything like the dev kit. Have you seen the PS4's dev kit? In fact, you know what? Let's go find it right now. It looks like nothing you would imagine it to be. Yeah. That's the PS4 dev kit. Okay, that may not be a very great image, especially because I'm using this on a 4K monitor, so everything's going to look really small. But, like, that's a PS4 dev kit. It's this big, it looks like an Optiplex from 2003. Like, those little Optiplexes you would have, like, in the school computer room, like the little mini ones? It looks like that. It looks nothing like the PS4, any of the PS4s. So, if the PS4 dev kit looked nothing like the actual PS4, why would the PS5 dev kit look anything like the PS5? Maybe they'll keep the V aesthetic, which I'd be okay with, but they're not going to incorporate it like so blatantly, and they're not going to have all those fans going. Like, that's another thing, is that, oh, the dev kit has like 6 fans or something. It's like, just because the dev kit has 6 fans doesn't mean the actual system will. But we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Of course, everyone and their mother is getting their, PS5 streams going, because, I mean, this is a big event. This is our first real, true, kind of showing for the next generation period. Microsoft had that infamous event last month that wasn't really what people were expecting, and Microsoft even apologized for it and saying, yeah, this was misleading. We promise we'll do better next time, and I really appreciate that. I like it when companies admit when they've done something wrong, because it shows that, they'll listen. Something that a certain company I know that I really love could certainly take a few hints from. So, in a previous stream I did, I said I was going to be having someone on here with me to watch this. I'm going to try right now. Oh boy, you can see my my Discord right there. I'm going to try a couple, actually, but I'm going to ask the most important one first. If he doesn't respond, then maybe I'll try a couple others. But like, I'm gonna try the main person I want to get on here first, because I feel like I gotta have someone else on here with me. It just won't be the same if I don't. Oh yeah, well, actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and... let's see, 15 minutes remaining. I bet the just streaming category is just full of people right now. Whoa, that's some low latency right there. I just have my like window open on the other monitor and it's like only a second off. Yeah, there's like no reason for me to not have someone else on here, I guess. If he doesn't pick up, then maybe I'll try someone else, but he's the main person I want to get on here because he's the person that would probably care the most. My, like, I guess for lack of a better term, Nintendo guy that I normally talk to, well, he probably wouldn't care all that much about this event, even for something as monumental as this. Maybe I could get someone else, like, I don't know who. Okay, I can already tell he's like, I don't know, I'm gonna just let it sit here. Oh yeah, by the way, I really like this music they're playing, this like soothing but also kind of like hype music at the same time. So, one thing that's been a little controversial about this event, aside from the fact that, of course, it was delayed because of course, everything going on right now, but that's not really the part that was controversial. The part that was controversial was that they announced that the stream was going to be 1080p 30. Now, on Twitch, that's not surprising because Twitch doesn't do 4K. But the YouTube stream, which I'm not watching, I'm going to be watching the Twitch stream because the Twitch stream should be higher quality, at least in theory. Because when you stream on YouTube, and this is one of the reasons why I stopped streaming on YouTube recently, and why I've kind of moved over to Twitch being my main stream platform, is because YouTube like compresses your stream on top of what you're already sending it, because it uses like the actual YouTube compression it uses for videos. So your 1080p stream on YouTube will look worse than your 1080p stream on Twitch or Mixer. And both of those streaming platforms pretty much leave your feed alone. So therefore, if you want the best quality PS5 feed, you should go on the Twitch page. Also, I don't know if you can see it or not because again, 4K monitor, but there is 170,000 people watching this here on Twitch. Let's go see what it's like on YouTube. Let's see, PlayStation. Okay, there's a couple of streams. So obviously their page right now is just full of PS5. But look at all these streams. Look at all these streams. Okay, so we got the main one, which is the English one. It has 407K. Almost 500,000 people are watching this over on just the English stream. And then look, we got the Spanish one. We got what I think is the German one. We got the Portuguese one, maybe. Like, yeah, there's the Japanese one. And those all have a decent amount of views too. Like 15K, 18K, 27K. And yeah, then here on Twitch, now it's going up again. Now it's at 180K. This is bigger than any Nintendo Direct, by the way, which isn't really surprising because it's only the PS5 event. You know, it's kind of a big deal. Microsoft is going to be doing their own event like this, I believe, in July. They're going to have a big like Series X blowout event where they're going to show a bunch of games. They're going to show Halo Infinite finally, and you know we're going to get more info on the Series X, like the price and stuff, hopefully. Now, are they going to reveal the price here? I'm going to say no. Maybe they'll give us a release date. And by a release date, I mean like a release month. Like they'll say November 2020 or whatever. But I'm not sure if we're going to get an actual release date. And the reason why I say that is because I just don't feel like they would show it. But the main thing I don't think we're going to see is the price, and that's because there's been so much talk about, oh, Sony's like not going to announce the price because they want to undercut Microsoft. Or Microsoft wants to undercut, like basically they're just waiting for someone to shoot first. And whoever announces first, they're going to undercut each other. So if Sony announces that, you know, the PS5 is like $600 or $500, then Microsoft will make the Series X $450 or $400 or something. Okay, that's far less likely because the Series X is like, between the two, the Series X would be more expensive because it's more powerful. So realistically, okay, here's my predicted price tag for both consoles. I think both of them are going to be $500. I think both of them are going to be $500. I don't think it's going to be $600, or at least not for like to get, because I have seen stuff about, oh, a 2 terabyte model is $600. Okay, a 2 terabyte model being $600, that makes sense. If the 1 terabyte model, which is what I assume the console will launch with, right? The 1 terabyte model is the quote base model, the one that most people are going to end up getting, the one I would end up getting most likely. That one will be $500. Therefore, the 2 terabyte one would be $600. No duh. That's just kind of how memory configurations work. So yeah, maybe there will be a $600 Series X and PS5 that's 2 terabytes, but the base console, the one that most people are gonna buy, is gonna be $500 with 1 terabyte or 825 gigs respectively, because the PS5's like base SSD is like 825 gigs, which is kind of weird, but who knows? Maybe that's just like for reserved space. Because like, okay, you know how on the PS4 you'll have like 100 gigs free, but you're not allowed to use it? Maybe they're just being blatant with that now, and they're not saying it's 1 terabyte because actually like 100 gigs is reserved for like system use. So the system isn't tricking you into thinking you have storage that you can't actually use. Also, being able to see the new UI would be cool, actually. I'm not really... That's not the main thing. I just want to see the console. Like, that's all I really want to see in terms of, like, hardware-related stuff. But I would totally be up to see the UI. There was actually a patent for it, like, yesterday. So... Or at least what is supposedly the UI. So, since we're nearing the time here, we're about 8 minutes remaining, I guess I'll go and just kind of talk a little about what I do hope to see, period. So yeah. In terms of games, there's only really one, like in terms of first-party games, right? There's only really one game I'm hoping to see. And if we do see it, it's going to be in the form of a teaser. They're not going to, like, really show it, because they're not that far in development yet, or they're just not ready to show it, and that's fine. But I'm hoping that we get to see at least a teaser, even if it's just a little tiny teaser, even if it's just acknowledgement that the game exists, of Spider-Man 2. That is the first-party title that I care about the most for PS5 at the moment. Like, there's going to be a new God of War, we're going to get a new Naughty Dog title, which arguably is a good or a bad thing, depending on how you feel about The Last of Us Part 2 and all that stuff. There's going to be a new Gran Turismo. In fact, Gran Turismo 7 was leaked, actually. Like, not the game itself, but, like, the logo for it on, like, some ad for, like, a steering wheel or something. So that's going to probably get shown off here. But yeah, Spider-Man 2, which we all know is happening. Like, no duh, it's happening. They teased it at the end of the first game, and Spider-Man made bank. So, of course, they're going to make a sequel. And there's already been leaks and rumors about a sequel, too. So, like, them showing the sequel here is not out of the question. But do I think they will show it? Probably not. If they do, it'll be a small little teaser. Small little teaser, if we see it at all. And my pie-in-the-sky hope, the thing that is not going to be here, no matter what, is I want more backwards compatibility. You know, PS1 through 3, or at least PS1 and 2. Like, just some more backwards compatibility. I'm not... Like, obviously, I want all of it. Because, like, come on, that'd be the biggest selling point ever, right? Buy, PlayStation 5, play your next-gen games at 4K and all that stuff. And you can play all your old ones, even as far back as 1994. Yes, I said 1994, because that's when the PlayStation 1 released in Japan, believe it or not. That'd be a really good selling point, because that's been one of the big selling points for Microsoft for the Xbox One for the last couple of years, is their backwards compatibility. And while obviously not every game is backwards compatible, they've had to do them like one at a time because of, you know, the architecture differences and stuff, and having to optimize the game so it actually runs good. But that's been a big selling point. But now with these consoles, both of them are going to have backwards compatibility out of the gate. Of course, Microsoft is continuing their strong backwards compatibility. Everything that already works on Xbox One, so that means the 360 games and even the few original Xbox games, will all work on Series X day one as they would on Xbox One. But they've, of course, also committed to bringing over more 360 games. And, of course, in fact, I remember seeing recently that apparently someone at Microsoft may have said that all Xbox One games will run at 4K. Like, just straight up without needing a patch. Which would be really awesome. And I hope that's true. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. And then, yeah, of course, Sony, you know... Ooh, stay tuned. Oh, boy. But yeah, and Sony, of course, announced that there will be PS4 backwards compatibility. But at first, it sounded really limited. At first, it was like, oh, it's like 100 of the top 100 games or something. But then they later clarified that to say, no, all of the games will be backwards compatible. It's just that these ones are the ones we're currently working on, but like 95% of the library will work on day one. So to anyone out there that is still worried that that only like 100 games are gonna work, that's not true. They've already confirmed like a month ago that is not actually the case, and that most PS4 games will work on day one. So do not worry about that. So yeah, PS1 and 2 at least. PS3 I know might be a bit harder because obviously the PS3 and the cell architecture and all that stuff, but at least PS1 and 2 would be awesome. Heck, even just PS2 by itself would be pretty awesome. The PS2 is huge. It was like the most successful console ever. It sold like 150 million units. There's so many people out there that grew up with PS2s. I didn't. I grew up on the GameCube and the Wii, but a lot of people grew up on PS2s, so having full PS2 backwards compatibility, and maybe even with 4K enhancements? That would be awesome. Plus, that means I could play Persona 3 and 4 without having to use emulators. Although, I may not have to do that for Persona 4, because Persona 4 Golden is, for all practical purposes, from what we can tell, based on leaks, it's coming to PC in a couple of days, actually, when Atlas does they're actually doing a PC gaming event, which I will also be streaming, by the way. Only just to see the Persona 4 announcement, but I'll be streaming that as well, probably. Okay. I'm not getting any response, so I'm just going to assume that nothing's happening here, so looks like I'm on my own this time. Oh my god, look at the numbers. 350K. Okay, let's really quickly, right before this officially begins, let's take a look at... Dude, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! There's 1 million people! There's almost 1 million people watching on the YouTube stream. And if you count all the other languages, it's more than 1 million. There's over 1 million people across all platforms watching this. Well, only about a minute to go. From what we have heard, this is going to be a pre-recorded presentation, but it's not going to be a direct, or maybe a more accurate term would be a state of play. It's going to be like something different. I'm not really quite sure how this is going to work, but you know what? I don't care how they do it. We're going to get new news, and that's what matters. I'm going to turn the mic down a little bit. Don't want it to be completely overpowering. Oh yeah, one last pie in the sky thing. Actually, no, that's not gonna be here. Like, I'm not even gonna tease the possibility of that game being here. 1 p.m. It's now 1 p.m. It's gonna start any second now. Go ahead and full screen this. It's set to 1080p. Now, Sony did say they will be uploading all of the trailers and information from this in 4K after the fact. So, the people that are like, why is it only 1080p 30? They will be uploading it in full quality on YouTube after the fact. So, don't worry. And we may check those out at the end of this. If a particular game of interest is something I want to see at a higher resolution. I bet all the comments right now are like, you're late, Sony. I could refresh the page, but I'm not going to. Especially because if I'm not going to be talking with anyone, I don't have to worry about staying in sync, really. Come on, Sony. Switch, put out their little thing. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No, duh. Oh, are they going to show it off right at the beginning? Are they going to show it off at the beginning? Okay. Are they going to carve out all the different buttons? Or are they going to or is this like the console that they're trying to do? No, no, this is not the console. I thought they were going to like carve out the console or something. Okay, now. Maybe they will do that after like they show all these, but like now they're just carving out all the PlayStation buttons. Maybe they'll show the controller next. They really like showing us that controller. Okay. Ooh. Oh, cool. We're getting a little history thing. Okay. It says PS4, but the first game they show is a PS3 remaster. Okay, there's actual God of War. Okay, so yeah. And, you know, this is obviously supposed to be like, this is how games looked on PS4. Now see how they look like on PS5, is what they're probably going to do. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Haven't played it yet, though. Oh, they showed Persona 5. I mean, it is a PS4 exclusive, pretty much. I like that they showed it. Even if it was only like the Awakening cutscene. And it wasn't really, okay, that's gonna get some people mad because it's like, they showed Persona.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or the...
Oh, for a split second I thought they were gonna show GTA 6. Nah.
I thought we was trying to get out of this bullshit. You sounding more and more like a snee-eye itch every day.
GTA 5 PS5 edition now at 8K. Oh my god, if they actually did that. I think people would actually be really mad. Plus, there's no like people have been joking about, oh, they're gonna re-release GTA 5 again, but there's no reason for them to, because there's backwards compatibility. The only reason why we got so many ports and remasters this generation was because there was not backwards compatibility across the board. That's like the only reason. It's the same reason why we have so many Wii U ports on Switch. It's because the Switch is not backwards compatible with Wii U games. I swear that troll had showed us the Rockstar logo, but I heard Michael's voice, so I was like, nah, that's not. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they're gonna show us GTA 6 right after this, and it's gonna be like, look, 5 times better or something.
Just sort of smash things.
Also, this is kind of cheating because this is also a PS3 game, technically. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Okay, that's actually really cool. I actually have GTA 5 on all the platforms, like Xbox, PS4, PC. I play on PC primarily for that game, but that's cool. So there is a next... Oh boy. When you get the cinema... Wait, is this the PlayStation Studios thing? I don't think it is. Never mind, there is going to be another version of GTA 5. Now, is there going to be an upgrade? Like, is it going to use the Xbox Smart Delivery, or will you be able to get a free upgrade?
To kick today off with a look back at just some of the seminal moments of the last 25 years.
Okay.
What better way to bridge our past and our future than with a game that's graced every PlayStation console, Grand Theft Auto. It's been a privilege partnering with Rockstar Games for many years now, and we're thrilled to open today with the news that that partnership will continue with PlayStation 5. It's now just over a year since we began sharing technical details of PlayStation 5.
Yeah?
But today's the day that we've been looking forward to for years. When we get to show you just some of the games that demonstrate our belief that PlayStation 5 marks the biggest generational transition our industry has yet seen. The content we've curated for today's event showcases how PS5 has inspired developers to create new experiences that are transformative in how they look, sound, and feel. Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Okay then, here we go. Yeah, it's a PS5 event. Of course it's all gonna be from PS5. Okay, here we go. First party. Infamous?
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up.
Wait.
Your dad said that.
No, they're actually showing Miles Morales. They're actually showing it. I thought.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, sorry, I gotta turn down my mic. I just peaked the volume. They're actually showing it.
Let's do this.
Yeah. I did not think they were actually going to show this much of it. I thought we were gonna get maybe a teaser. They're just starting straight up with it. Of course, this stream is all compressed and stuff, so you're not really going to be able to see the game for its true quality, but I don't even care. I'm so glad they're showing it. Oh, those pores on his face. the launch title? Launch title? That's a launch title? Now, hold on. Is that Spider-Man 2, or is that like a Lost Legacy type thing where it's like more of a DLC? Because the impression I'm getting from that is that it's more of a Lost Legacy type thing where it's like DLC and then like the real next game is still coming. But either way, I'm happy. Okay, so now we're going to see Gran Turismo, because it was, yeah, Polyphony Digital. They're the Gran Turismo team. So yeah, Gran Turismo 7, which, again, was leaked from a steering wheel a couple, like, weeks ago. For next gen. So yeah, this is gonna be Gran Turismo 7, not Gran Turismo Sport. Like, it's gonna be an actual numbered entry, which I know people are definitely excited for, to get a new numbered entry in the series. Yeah, 7. GT Town. I don't know what any of this is, but Okay. Gifts. And I see currency at the top of the screen. I'm very interested how that works, but oh yeah, and by the way, the reason why the stream is only like 1080p 30 is because of like they just didn't have the time and like the resources to pull out the full 4K because of COVID. Because like not everyone has 4K capture cards and stuff at home, so like yeah, that's the reason why. So it's like understandable. Again, as long as we get the videos after the fact, I don't really care. And again, they've already said they're going to release all these videos in their full 4K quality on YouTube after the fact anyway, so it's like, who cares? And again, I'll watch that Spider-Man trailer after this on the 4K upload. I mean, the stream I'm streaming is 1080p 60. But still. Okay, I was gonna say that went on a little longer than I expected. Okay, is this also a launch title? No, we're just going straight. They're just bringing out all the first parties. This is Horizon, isn't it? I just feel like this has to be Horizon, but at the same time, I feel like it's not. I feel like this is something completely different. Nope, Ratchet and Clank.
You all right back there? No way.
It appears that the dimensions are collapsing on one another. If we
Look at that fur.
get to
Right. The ship. I mean, we can't be that far.
they have found
We haven't had a new Ratchet and Clank game in like, well, a brand new one since the PS3. There's the PS4 remake / reimagining / however you want to call it, but yeah. Wait, what? Is this like a compilation, like, is this like a Sonic Generations type thing where it's going through all the different games? I've played none of the Ratchet and Clank games, but even I can tell from this trailer this seems like a Sonic Generations type thing where they're going through all the different locations of the games or something.
certainly not good.
Why is this stream like lagging? Like the frame rate is dropping. And I know for a fact it doesn't do that in the actual game. Or there's no way it does. Is that Yuri the Windthaw? I swear that's him. I'm probably just overthinking it. It's also because, oh, he did Spider-Man, therefore he must work on other Insomniac games. Huh? Okay, so new characters? So that's 2 Insomniac games right there.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, creative director at Insomniac Games. The entire studio is so excited to be able to share with you a first ever look at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. A brand new, full-length, interdimensional adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. We're doing things we've never been able to do before, like use dimensional rifts to be able to leap from planet to planet nearly instantly, or put ray trace reflections on Clank.
Ray
All of our
tracing.
alien worlds are filled with
Gotta have ray
infinite
trace.
life previously unseen. Plus, Ratchet's all-new arsenal is more exciting than ever thanks to the DualSense controller's enhanced feedback. Ratchet and Clank are near and dear to our hearts.
So my guess is they're gonna show the console at like the very end. It'll be the last thing they show.
But for now, here's another look.
Pre-alpha footage, of course.
Did you see that?
See, this game is clearly not going to be a launch title. It's probably going to be like summer 2021, maybe even later than that, if they're calling it pre-alpha footage. I mean, ignoring the like frame drops because of the stream and the compression just because it's a stream, that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, the instantaneous transition between all the different levels, yeah, that's got to be because of the SSD. They probably wouldn't be able to do that on a mechanical hard drive, so... Yeah, I believe them when they say that that's because of the new hardware, because, yeah.
kraken, or at least a very large octopus.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected this presentation to be like mostly third party with like one or two first parties sprinkled in, but so far it's been, okay, GTA 5 on PS5 and by extension Series X, okay, and then it was like Spider-Man 2, well, maybe Spider-Man 2, we don't really know if that's Spider-Man 2 or not, and then like Gran Turismo, and now Ratchet and Clank. I think I might be forgetting one other game, but you get the point. I am extremely tempted to refresh the stream because it's like dropping frames. And it's clearly not supposed to do that. Let me turn it down to 720 and then turn it back up to 1080. That doesn't really seem to make a difference. Oh, whatever. Whoa, did you see that pixelization in the stream right there? It was like 240p right there. So yeah, this stream obviously is not doing any of these games justice. No release date. Okay, but so definitely not launch, not surprise. Probably 2021. I love this cool like cinematic thing they do with the PlayStation logo. It's just really nice. Square Enix, huh? Final Fantasy 16. Oh crap, actually maybe it is Final Fantasy 16. Luminous Productions. They're the that's the engine. Well, that's not. Or maybe I'm actually wait, no. No, this is something different. This is like from one of their like Western studios. Wait. Is this? Okay, no. It's something different. If it was Final Fantasy anything, they would have said it was. Okay, yeah. Actually, no. Luminous Productions, like, because the engine for Final Fantasy 15 is called Luminous, like, whatever. Yeah, also, yeah, like, Final Fantasy 16 would not be PS5 exclusive. Shows Persona 6. Yeah, that's not happening. They're not showing Persona 6. Besides, it wouldn't even really take advantage of the hardware all that much. So there's no... But then again, they showed Persona 5 in that little reel for the PS4 stuff. Which, by the way, shows that Sony treats it like a PS4 exclusive. So that theory that's been around forever about there being some under-the-table deal with Atlus where, like, the game is exclusive, but they just don't say it's exclusive. Boom, right there. They literally showed it in their PS4 exclusive reel alongside all their other first-party games. So, rip P5 on Switch. I'm just really glad they showed it, though. Okay, so what is this? Yeah, Aperture. I recognize that studio's logo, but I don't know what they make. All I see is this cat walking around with, like, that vest. No, he's a robot, guys. Okay, Stray. Alright then. 2021. I guess so that's our... Okay, well, not counting the GTA 5 port, that's our first game right there. I don't really mind the GTA 5 port as long as it's, like, free to upgrade. I know it will be like that on Xbox at least, probably, because they have the smart delivery. Okay, hold on. Yeah, 4K Blu-ray finally. This should have been on the PS4 Pro. That should have been on the PS4 Pro. Actually, wait, hold on a sec. They might be showing all the specs, and then they're gonna be like... Then they're gonna, like, zoom out to show the console or something, maybe. At the same time, I just feel like they're gonna save... Okay, I have this DualSense controller. I feel like they're gonna save it for the end. I just feel like they will. But they gotta show the console. They gotta show the console. I like these little animations they got going on. USB-C! USB-C for the win! By the way, can we talk about how Nintendo, despite their reputation for being behind, actually did USB-C first? Before Microsoft and Sony are now? I just kind of found that a little interesting. Not that it matters. I mean, it's great that everyone's using USB-C now. It's the connector of the future, after all. I already have a bunch of
games used to be about
USB-C cable anyway.
Trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations. With PS5, we're not going to be burdened like that. We're going to be able to realize our artistic vision a lot.
Don't they say that every generation?
It's got a ton of horsepower, which is very
Ignore
easy
the
to
nail
develop.
clippers.
It's a machine that's really easy to develop on. The PS5 will present a paradigm shift as to what players will come to expect from gaming. Will let us tell stories, make worlds.
You know, for as much as they've been hyping up, the SSD is going to be a big deal for this generation period. That's a big technological limitation that's no longer there anymore.
For PlayStation 5.
You know, now being on SSDs instead of hard drives. Like that stuff with Ratchet and Clank, you wouldn't be able to do that on PS4 because it requires the SSD. House Marquee game. I've never heard of this developer before, but it's apparently first party.
Over and over, I relive my first moments on this alien planet. Crash. The attack. My death. The crash. The attack. My death.
Some kind of cycle?
Trapped.
That's clearly seems to be the pattern here, so there's some kind of vicious cycle.
Even death is no escape. Each time I awake,
That grass looks pretty good.
somehow different. As if changing. This world is becoming part of me. Infecting my mind. My memories. The longer I spend here, the more I can feel my sanity slip away. But I cannot lose hope.
I feel like I've heard that sound effect before.
My only choice is to keep fighting. To keep looking for answers.
Wait, is this the game that the Dead Space guy teased?
Hope is to break the cycle.
I just feel like it is. I've never played Dead Space, but I just feel like this is the game the Dead Space guy was talking about. I just feel like it is. Of course, I'll find out later if it really is this guy's game or not. Again, I love these transitions. They just look really nice with the soothing music. I wonder if they'll show the PS5 startup. Okay. There's definitely a heavy emphasis on first-party titles. Which... What? What am I looking at? Wait. Okay. Wait, a 3D platformer? Or is this just a cutscene? A 3D platformer, something like that. Okay. Sumo Digital, which I don't know how people feel about that because they did Little Big Planet 3, and I have not heard good things about Little Big Planet 3. The original developer, Media Molecule, only made the first 2 games, and then they made Dreams, which of course Dreams was incredibly successful, so clearly that panned out, but... See, I don't know how people feel about this, but hey, it's a new Little Big Planet game, I guess. Even if it is like a 3D platformer. This game is probably going to be on PS4 as well. Like how Little Big Planet 3 was on PS3. I just don't think this is going to be PS5 only. Doesn't look like it would. So it's not even called Little Big Planet anything. It's called like Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Okay. A game by Lucid? Okay. What the heck is this? Wait. What is this? The next Rocket League? It looks like a combination between Rocket League and like a Battle Royale or something. That could be interesting. This is PlayStation Studios, right? I didn't pay attention. I think it is. I didn't really pay attention at the beginning. Well, then again, like every game except for GTA and like that one Square game has been first party. Destruction All-Stars, okay. That could be interesting. Looks like it could be a fun game. How long is this event gonna be? I think it's supposed to be like an hour long. We're about halfway through. We've gotten a lot of games so far.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Greer, and this is my brother Mike. We're from Ember Lab, a small team with a background in film and animation.
And we're very excited today to share with you the first look at our new game. It's a story full of adventure and charm that has themes in personal growth and redemption. So please enjoy.
Okay. This is not PlayStation Studios. Okay.
I know you are kind. I sense the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it. Driven by the belief that
I forgot the name, darn it. I was gonna make a reference. They did say they had a background in animation, and yeah, it looks like, well, it looks like a movie. But not in the way that people talk about Sony games looking like a movie. I mean, it looks like, you know, Pixar or DreamWorks or whatever made it. Like, obviously it's not as good, but It looks like it could be a movie made by those companies. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm probably overthinking this, but why do I get the impression that this is supposed to kind of be like Breath of the Wild? Like, kinda. Like, obviously it's not that similar to it, but just, I don't know, there's just small aspects of it that feel like it's like Breath of the Wild. But then again, I guess that wouldn't be too surprising. I don't know, that looks kind of interesting. Like, it's got the, you know, the Pixar style artwork and whatnot. Or just, you know, the 3D animation style in general. Is this Toby Fox?
You ever feel like you're just waiting for a sign?
I saw that logo on the
That
phone.
thing you've always meant to do.
This is Toby Fox, right? This looks like Toby Fox.
Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing on the edge of doing great things.
Or maybe I'm just overgeneralizing because, oh, weird designs automatically means it's Toby Fox. Then again, why would he be in a PS5 event?
Maybe
Unless
it's
Sony really
true
considers him that important.
I'll never be as good as what I imagine.
This is probably something completely different. I'm just thinking it's Toby Fox because of the designs.
Might as well jump.
Okay, so yeah, this is definitely not Toby Fox. The end of an era, 2021. Nah, I'm pretty sure that's this year. In more ways than one, actually. So yeah, we're like halfway through, and they've shown a lot. How many more first-party games do they have?
And I'm here to share with you a game that I've been dying to make. It's an emotionally engaging story.
I mean, the last couple of games have been third-party, but still.
Devastatingly hilarious, and the memories should last you a lifetime. Take a look.
I like this style they have with the presentation. They should keep doing this, like, forever. Like, get rid of State of Play and do all the events like this. Okay. This game looks like the game that everyone is going to say is like the best thing ever, and it will go heavily under the radar. It'll be like, this is going to end up being one of the hidden gems of the PS5, I feel. I don't know why, I just get that feeling by looking at it. I feel like this is going to be one of those hidden gems that people are going to be like, you got to play this, you got to play this. It's like it's like one of the best games on the system. I don't know. Actually, wait, hold on a sec. Is this? I feel like I recognize this style. But I forget what the name of the franchise is. They're certainly making it seem more intense. Oddworld. Yeah, I knew I recognized it. Yeah, Oddworld. That was the name of that franchise. I knew that it looked familiar. Tango Gameworks. I recognize that name. I forget what they've made. I wonder if the Japan studio is going to show their next game. I swear, if they show Ghostwire Tokyo, I swear, if they show, they are not going. Atlas is not going to be anywhere near this event. I'm just surprised they showed the Joker awakening scene at the beginning. That's the most we're getting from this. Tokyo, Japan. What was that? Ghostwire. Oh yeah, no. Tango Productions. That's the company that one person from E3 went to or works at. I forget her name. Like, you know how last year there was like, there was the Keanu Reeves. You're breathtaking, and then there was like that other person from like Japan that was also like a meme, or was like popular. I believe she works at this studio. I knew I recognized the name from somewhere.
It's up to you to save Tokyo.
Okay. This is, what is this, like? I was gonna say Watch Dogs, but that's not really a fair comparison, probably. It's like, what's this Watch Dogs Tokyo? Oh, it's kind of cool. They have all the, like, different, like, kanji show up. That's a cool little feature I like. See, I'm pretty sure this game was already announced, because I remember hearing this name before. Bethesda? Bethesda's publishing this? Huh. I did not know that. Shows Elder Scrolls 6. Because we gotta redeem ourselves from Fallout 76, right? Is this a remaster? Of something? Never heard of that developer before. Which probably explains why I don't recognize this at all. Are those lasers aimed at the planet? Like, what is that? Okay, no, that's just a spaceship. Never mind. Stars. No, this is not. What is this? No Man's Sky, but for like spaceships? Like, what is this? Regardless, it doesn't really look like a game that would be only on PS5. This looks like it could be on PS4 as well, but obviously that footage is captured on PS5 because all the footage from this point onward is PS5. I don't know. See, I don't recognize either of those developers. You may have just heard a bike go by in the background. What? Gearbox. Is this the game they teased last time? In development footage captured on PlayStation 5 dev kit. Isn't this the game they teased? Like, what was it called? Godfall or whatever? I think this is the game they teased at the Game Awards. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Godfall. Yeah, look, yeah, even godlike art. Yeah, this is Godfall. This is Godfall. Isn't this a launch title? I think this is a launch title. Well, by launch title, I mean holiday 2020, because we don't know the launch date yet, but it'll probably be like November. Both consoles are going to be November. Yeah, Godfall. Yeah, holiday 2020. So yeah, that was kind of a given. They got a lot of these fancy PlayStation transitions. Okay, so that developer again. Okay. The black hole, I assume. I like this music. Just something about it. It's kind of nostalgic. Okay. This looks like it was made by the same team that made Journey. Or, you know, one of those games. Maybe it is. I don't think it is, though. Solar Ash. Okay. $2021. We're not gonna see anything from 2022 unless it's like early 2022. Actually, no. We'll just get a non-release date like it was for like a couple. I think we had like 2 games so far that didn't have a release date. Like, yeah, Gran Turismo didn't have one, I think. Hitman? This is Hitman, right? Yeah, it's Hitman. I recognize that developer. This is Hitman. Hitman 3.
It was always gonna end like this. All your hard work, all your sacrifice, only sped up the process.
Where is he?
And now, you find yourself alone.
What is this guy, G-Man?
Only death awaits.
Hitman 3. That's cool. January 2021, okay. That's an oddly specific release date, but okay. Okay. So it's not that far away, all things considered.
Abrak here from IO Interactive. In Hitman 3, Agent 47 is back for his most intimate and professional
His most intimate
entire career. This is also the dramatic conclusion for the Will Assassination trilogy.
For the what trilogy? I know what he means. He means like the newer Hitmans, like, you know, Hitman 1, 2, and then 3. Kind of like how a Tomb Raider, there was like, you know, Tomb Raider, then Rise of the Tomb Raider, then Shadow of the Tomb Raider, like a new trilogy. So this is the conclusion to the current Hitman, like, series, basically. I've never played any of them, but I've heard good things about them. I'm pretty sure Hitman 2 is on Game Pass right now. Could be wrong, though. I know it at least was on Hit Pass, on Game Pass at least at one point. It may have even been taken off recently. I'll have to check. Why does this look like GTA? Like just the visuals look like GTA. January 2021. Is it going to be on previous gen consoles though? I feel like it will, but well, previous generation at. Oh, we're gonna see the menu. Yeah, we're gonna see the menu. We're gonna see the UI. Oh, Sony, this is Dreams, right? This is Dreams. I'm pretty sure this is Dreams. I recognize that robot. This is Dreams, right? At least I think it's Dreams. They teased us with the menu! I swear if they do not show it, they knew what they were doing. Astro's Playroom. Oh, Japan Studio. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no, that character's not from Dreams. He's from the PlayStation camera thingy, the Playroom, that Sony had to, like, get rid of because people were using it for, naughty things. We'll just say that much. Ooh, this art style. I think I recognize it. Don't recognize that developer, but I feel like I've seen a game that looks like this before. It's got this, like, blocky aesthetic, but not like Minecraft blocky, but like just kind of a more... I don't know how to describe it, but you kind of get the idea. Teases the freaking menu. I swear to God. We gotta see the console. There's no way they would tease the menu and not show us the console. It's gonna be the last thing they show. If they show it, of course. But they gotta show it. They gotta show it. They tease the UI like that. Oh my God. I like this art style. Actually, no. I was saying blocky. No, I'm an idiot. Wind Waker. It looks like Wind Waker. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Like, obviously not everything looks like Wind Waker, but it looks like the main character, which I assume is the character that was on screen right there, looks like he's from Wind Waker. He's got the Wind Waker eyes. It's kind of interesting how, like, the characters look like they're from Wind Waker, but then, like, the grass is, like, super detailed and stuff. What? It's kind of an interesting combination. We have about 10 minutes or so left, I think, assuming that this really is an hour. I mean, I already got Spider-Man, so it's like, just show me the console and I'm good.
What's up, everyone? I'm Zion Weird.
Whoa, what's up with that video?
Here we go. The first ever teaser for NBA 2K21. Y'all are not ready for this.
Are you sure about that? I'm actually a little surprised this is even here. Like, yeah, new NBA. Cool, I guess. But, like, surely it can't look that different. Whoa, that's sweat. That's some realistic sweat right there. Okay, that is some good-looking sweat. You gotta give him that. But it's obvious that the games are not going to take advantage of the console, really, until they're next-gen only. Like how the newer FIFAs run on the Frostbite engine. once they became like next gen only pretty much. And they looked like noticeably better. I wonder if they'll show the next Naughty Dog game. I really doubt it because The Last of Us is not out yet, but that'd be kind of cool if they showed it. What? Why does this look like Odyssey? It looks like Odyssey. Like in terms of visuals, at least. Pikmin? What is this game?
Oh, this one's lively. Beautiful seed patterns. Oh, and it's tasty too. Welcome to the island of bug snacks.
Oh, okay. We haven't seen a new game from these guys in like forever, I think. That explains why it looks so weird. Yeah, it looks like something that they would make. Let's take fruit and food and let's mix them with animals, I guess. I swear I just heard thunder outside.
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island of bug snacks.
Liz! Hey, I was trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire.
Oh, again?
Bug snacks? I get it, because, you know, they're food, so they're snacks or whatever. But this is a game that looks like it'll be cross-gen. Whoa. Okay, so like another launch title, pretty much. Hold on. Is this another just one where they showed the... No, this is just them showing the symbols again. I keep thinking that... it... Especially because it's white and not blue. It's like, wait, is this actually the console? No, it's just the symbols again.
Hi everyone, thank you for being with us today for this very special event. But before we get to the end of the show, I have something very near and dear to me.
Okay. Is this gonna be... This is Japan Studios, right? I recognize that guy, by the way. So this is the last game, at least, they're showing. I don't know why, but I get the impression that this is going to be it. What is this? Wait, is this Elden Ring? I don't think it is, because isn't that multi-platform? Maybe it's Bloodborne 2. This is probably Bloodborne 2, isn't it? Oh no, this is the Demon's Souls remake. Okay. Yeah, Blue Point Games. Okay. Okay. Of Japan Studio. Well, From Software. They're the ones that made it, but okay. That's the end, isn't it?
Deathloop is a next-gen first-person shooter about...
No, there's more. Okay, I thought that was
This is our unique vision. What
Arcane Studios. Okay.
Freeform immersive gameplay.
I thought that was the end.
Player-driven story.
Who knows? Maybe we still will get the console. I'm like, the more the show goes on, the more I feel like we're not gonna see it. But they teased the UI though, so it's like they gotta show it. Come on. I'm honestly good on games. We got Spider-Man at the very beginning, and we got several other big announcements. So it's like just show me the console, and I'll be happy.
She is not making this easy.
I forget what Arcane Studios makes. I know I've heard of them several times before, but I don't remember what they've made. This looks like Shadows of Evil from Black Ops 3. I think it's called Shadows of Evil, you know, like the base map. From a visual perspective, at least, kind of. What? Hold on. Bethesda?
Good morning, Black Reef. Another day, another
Well,
death.
oh no! I remember. Oh no, Arcane Studios. They worked on the newest Wolfenstein, like Youngblood, the one that people didn't like. But yeah, I think that's So yeah, they've worked with Bethesda before.
Where hunting me is the main attraction. And no matter
Even though Bethesda doesn't make any of the id Software stuff, but you know they publish it because they own id.
one stubborn motherfucker.
So we got this teleporting thing going on here.
Every loop I'm learning a little more, piecing together the puzzle. There's 8 targets, and they all gotta die before midnight. There's just one little snag.
You thought it was going to be easy?
Juliana Blake, Black Reef's protector, and a real pain in my ass. She may kill me 1,000,000 times, but eventually, inevitably, I will break this fucking loop.
Actually, it actually does sound kind of interesting. I like the aesthetic they have going on for like the little like cinematic stuff with like the orange. Yeah, this stuff looks these like little cinematic things look really cool. Got the old film aesthetic going. Deathloop, okay.
I don't like watching you die. I like killing you. There's a difference.
We're almost at 2. But they're not going to end on a third-party game unless it's like a big third-party game. This is... I can barely hear the audio. Oh, there's not really any audio right now. What is this? It's a third-party game. His story comes to a close.
The rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest.
What is it? A creepy story.
It's just a local tale.
They got that stock sound effect going right there. What game is this? It's clearly like a sequel or a follow-up to something, but I don't know what it's a follow-up to. Oh god, the frame rate drops right there. Wait a second, wasn't that the sound effect from the Smash Bros. Reveal trailer where like they have the inkling eye and it has that's the same sound. Not that I'm complaining, but I'm pretty sure that's the same sound. Wait, is this what I think it is? Actually, I might know what this is. Wait a second. Oh, okay. Okay, this... Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. That is not what I thought it was going to be. Okay, okay. Nice. I wonder if they're going to show... Because there's been rumors of, like, a Metal Gear game under, like, Sony. I wonder if they'll show that. And by the way, Sony did not buy any of the Konami IPs. That's been a big rumor. They haven't, because there was, like, a Silent Hill announcement, like, a DLC for another game that was announced, and it says Konami Digital Entertainment at the bottom. So they still own it. So even if Sony is making a Metal Gear game or whatever... They don't own it. They're just licensing it from Konami. It's just a PS4 exclusive, or PS5 exclusive. What? Why can you see its bones? Why can you see its bones? It looks weird. Yeah, I'm gonna totally shake my hand with this weird cyborg looking guy. What is this? Like, I'm genuinely really curious. It's so weird. Whoa, pixelization right there. Okay, things just got real. They're breaking the space-time continuum or something? Like, what? I'm not gonna even try and pronounce that, because I'm gonna butcher it somehow. Wait, was that English?
Freedom. Our freedom.
Wait a second, I think the Earth was broke. 2020... Capcom? Capcom? What game was it? They didn't show us a name, but it's from Capcom. Isn't that the Resident Evil 4 font, by the way? Or, sorry, no, not the Resident Evil 4 font. The Resident Evil 0 font? I forget what font it is. Whatever. Oh my god, they are so teasing the console. I hate this. Okay. Oh, this is the first time we've seen the Sony Interactive Entertainment thing. I thought they were getting rid of that in favor of the PlayStation Studios thing. Is this Horizon? This is Horizon, right? This looks like Horizon. Oh, it's jungle, therefore it has to be Horizon. I don't know why, I just feel like it's Horizon.
Perished 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years ago.
Great cities turned to graves. In their place
Actually, maybe this isn't.
came new life.
Again, I've never played Horizon, but I just feel like, oh, jungle, therefore it must be Horizon. But actually, no, this is probably, this is something different, probably.
And new dangers.
Oh, never mind! Never mind! Never mind. It is Horizon. I know a lot of people are going to be really happy with this. This is probably going to be a launch title because the original came out in like 2017. Then again, the Miles Morales thing is coming out this year, but that's also like a side story type thing, like Lost Legacy was, and not a real sequel. That's going to be coming later, I think.
There's nothing I wouldn't do to save this world. No depths I won't explore.
If I turn down the volume on my speakers here, they might be overpowering.
No secret I won't unlock.
So yeah, you know how I was talking about Breath of the Wild earlier? Yeah, this is basically their Breath of the Wild. It even came out around the same time as Breath of the Wild 2. This is like Sony's Breath of the Wild, basically. As far as I can tell. Again, I've never played it, but the impression I've gotten from everyone is it's kind of like their Breath of the Wild.
If I fail, there won't be anyone left.
I can get the complete edition for like 20 bucks now. So I don't know, maybe I'll pick it up. It's also coming out on PC soon. Which is kind of interesting. It's the first time a Sony, like a first-party Sony title, not published by them like Death Stranding or whatever, I mean like actually made by Sony, title has been released on PC. And no, I don't think that means they're going to put all their games on PC. That's clearly not what they're doing. Forbidden West. Okay, that's what it's called. I think they're just putting it on PC just because, as a one-off, just because the game feels right or whatever. But they're not gonna put, like, the sequel is not coming out on PC, at least, like, not until, like, 5 years later. Like, they want people to buy a PlayStation.
On behalf of the entire team at Gorilla, we're happy to share the first look at Horizon Forbidden West.
We're continuing Elga's story as she moves west to a far future America.
It's a brave and beautiful, but dangerous frontier, masked with mysterious new threats.
Okay, it's still going. Maybe this is 2 hours, or maybe an hour and 30 minutes.
And take on new, powerful machines as you return.
Regardless, they brought the games.
Stay tuned for much more. We can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
But can we get a release date? Or just a time period? I saw Treyarch.
I think there's a lot to look forward to for the community. Big fans are going to be really pleased.
Okay, I think we might be nearing the end here.
Storyteller, this is incredibly exciting. We're talking a whole new generation
Raven
of ideas
Software.
and experiences that we can create for the player.
No matter where they are, no matter who they are.
New experiences like we've never had before.
More iconic,
Remedy Entertainment.
more atmospheric, immersive worlds for
The cameras obviously look like this because, you know, pandemic, so they gotta use over. Oh, Koei Tecmo. Infinity Ward.
We can't wait to share them with you. It's so exciting.
Incredibly exciting.
Bungie. I think we're nearing the end here. Is it finally time? Is it finally time for us to see the console? I feel like this is... Yep. This is it. I think this is it. I think we're finally going to see it. This is the moment where they're going to carve it out of this thing, isn't it? They better not tease us again. It looks like the Series X. That'd actually be really funny if it looked like the Series X. We got two, like, PC tower consoles, and then we got the Switch, you know, kind of doing its own thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is them showing the console, isn't it? This has to be what this is. I don't really care what it looks like, I just want to see what it looks like. Come on. Oh my god, I swear. Oh yeah, V. Here comes the V, right? Okay, yeah, this is it. This is it, isn't it? Huh. Okay. That is not at all how I pictured it looking. Is that... I can't tell if that's an SD card slot or not. Or maybe it's just an LED. Okay, this is not at all what I thought it would look like, so okay. This is definitely an interesting design. Okay. Release date. Maybe. Nope, of course not. Oh wait, they're still going? Oh, you can see the cooling. That's like the cooling thing. Maybe that thing about the 6 fans was real. Wait, that's a Type-C port on the... Wait, what? Is there 2 of them? Oh, okay. I see what they're doing. I see you, Sony. I see what you're trying to do here. They're offering one with the disc slot and one without. And I know there's people out there that aren't going to care about the disc slot. Okay, we're getting a new like PlayStation camera and all the different accessories. Okay. Of course, I'm going to get one with the disc drive because, come on. You gotta get one with the disc drive, but it's nice and not for another option, I guess.
We hope you've enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today.
I would say I have. I got Spider-Man and we got the console. Everything else is just bonus.
Only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5.
Oh, wait, no, okay.
At PlayStation, we believe
Disc drive version is 500, disc-less version is 400. That's my theory.
We want you to enjoy the unique benefits.
Or maybe it'll be 600, 500.
To the next. Thank you for joining us. We're launching later this year, and we have tons more.
We're launching later this year.
To PlayStation 5.
So no release date, no price. But we know what the console looks like. It does look kind of funky. It does look kind of funky. But we'll all get used to it. So it won't really matter in the end. It definitely looks different. It's not just a box. I know there's people out there that are like, why is it just a box these days? No one ever tries to do anything unique. Well, the Series X, well, it is technically just a box. It looks different. And, well, this is not just a gray box. It's definitely something that people are going to have to warm up to, probably. But I think that, you know, in the end, it won't really matter. So they are keeping the V aesthetic, kind of. See, that looks nothing like the dev kit. It looks nothing like the dev kit, but it still has the V. You know, V, PlayStation 5, you know, okay, you know, all that stuff. Because this was about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, they got a lot. They got a lot of first-party games. I am very curious to see what people's reaction to the console is going to be. So I'm definitely going to be looking up people's, you know, videos to see how... Because I'm willing to bet that the reaction to that's going to be somewhat mixed. I think it's going to be... There's going to be people that are like, yeah, that looks really cool. And then there's going to be the people that are like, I don't like that. I think it's something that we're going to have to warm up to. But by the time the console launches in, like, November, people are going to be, like, fine with it. I'm just glad that we know what it looks like. It is interesting how they're doing a discless version now, which will obviously cost cheaper, probably. I would not be surprised if they really did do like 500 for the discless version and 600 for the disc version, which I really don't want, but I wouldn't be super surprised if they did that. But I'm hoping it's 400, 500, you know, for the discless and disc version. PlayStation. Okay, then. So, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I got Spider-Man, we got Horizon, we got Ratchet and Clank, we got Resident Evil 8. I couldn't remember the number. We got a lot of cool stuff in there. We got a lot of really cool stuff, and we finally saw what the console looks like. It looks a little weird right now, but we're going to all get used to it. And by the time it comes out, it won't even matter. Okay, so is that it? Is that it? Okay. Oh, and now it's just repeating again. Okay, then. The next generation, well, it's not here yet. It's here, pretty much. Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5. It's coming, man. It's coming. So, before we leave, I want to go ahead. Let's go on YouTube, and let's see if they've uploaded any of the trailers yet. Let's see. PlayStation. Oh, they're still streaming the thing, but let's see if they just have dumped a lot of trailers. Yes, they... Ooh, look, they got a new little fancy logo. They got a new little fancy logo right here. I don't know if you can see it, because again, you know, it's like not very... I can only zoom in. Look, they got that little, like, little thingy there in the corner. That's kind of cool. Okay, so future intro. What does that mean? Like the intro when the console boots up? I assume that's what they mean by this. Why else would they talk about it? Okay, so I guess let's go ahead and get off of that. Okay, so we got this little intro. We'll look at Spider-Man in a second. We got GTA 5 on PS5. Whether or not that's necessary or not, it's happening, so. Project Athia, this was Square. New Ratchet and Clank, the DualSense, Stray, Returnal. I assume this is the game from that Dead Space guy. Destruction All-Stars, new Sackboy, Oddworld, the one that looks like a Pixar film. Goodbye Volcano, the one that looked like Toby Fox something. Ghostwire Tokyo, Jet. There's Godfall, NBA, Gran Turismo, Demon's Souls, Resident Evil 8. I don't think all the trailers are on here. There's no Horizon. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they're slowly uploading all of the trailers. Let's go ahead and watch the Spider-Man. Whoa. Here we go. Hopefully this doesn't screw up the stream because I'm watching it at 4K. I love that little intro they got there. Okay, so this has the logos. They didn't have this in the actual trailer. Is there any more, or is it just the same thing we already saw? I think it's just the same thing we've already seen, but I'm okay with that. I just want to be able to see it at higher resolution and higher bitrate.
Just someone who doesn't give up.
See, at first I thought this was like Infamous, but then the second he talked about like, but then obviously you see the mask, and it's like, yeah, this is Miles Morales.
Now it's your turn. Go be a hero, Miles.
Oh, I just realized that's Peter talking.
Let's do this.
Okay, now it's obviously Miles. See, I think this is like Lost Legacy, because it takes place in this. Well, I mean, Spider-Man's in New York, but you know, like, I think this is gonna be like Lost Legacy, where like it's a new game built on like existing stuff, but it's not like like basically it's Majora's Mask, where like it's a new game built on existing assets, basically. And like the real sequel will be coming like later. I mean, maybe this is the sequel, and if it is, that's fine with me. Okay, let's go back and let's look at the pores, because we gotta look at those pores. You may not be able to see this because of the YouTube compression, but man, look at those pores. Look at that detail. Okay. So yeah. Miles Morales, this was heavily hinted at. Well, maybe not heavily, but this was like hinted at as being like a thing they were gonna do, so that's pretty cool. Be yourself. Yeah, Holiday 2020. Is this the sequel? PlayStation exclusive. Why do they have to put this? It literally has the PlayStation Studios logo. No one thought this wasn't going to be PS5 exclusive. Is that their new little thing? The new little like PlayStation like transition is now that one, I guess. It's gonna be real awkward pre-ordering this game before I get the PS5. Me, I can't wait for PS4 Spider-Man 2. PS5, no, but thank you for asking. But, the equivalent lazy. Well, why would they remaster it? It's backwards compatible. Giving him his own games instead of just being more Spider-Man games. Well, anyway, obviously, that's pretty awesome. I don't know if this is Spider-Man 2, though. Is this... I feel like this is a Lost Legacy type situation. I think this is a Lost Legacy scenario where it's like a new game, but it's not a brand new game, you know? Where it's like... It's not Spider-Man 2, which is gonna still be coming, like, obviously. This is just like a side thing, probably. And again, I'm not complaining. This is amazing. That's the reason I'm getting a PS5 right there. That isn't like Persona 6 when that comes out in 2047, because Atlas takes their sweet time with that. But okay, let's look at some of the other stuff, I guess. Okay, where's the... Let's look at the intro thing. I want... Like, is this the intro for the console? Like, what is this? Oh, this is only 1080p. Rip to the parents who bought kids PS4 at Christmas. We want to see the hardware. You did. Just wait. It's like, what is this? It says future intro. Like... Is a part of this gonna be like obviously not this entire 2-minute thing, but like, oh no, this is wait, hold on, well, let's find Joker. He's in here. Joker, where's Joker? Let's find him. We'll just start, let's start at the beginning with the PlayStation sign-in thing.
You ever wonder, like, different choices, how we might have ended up? No.
So that right there should be kind of like the definitive answer to the whole can P5 come to Switch thing, because it's like Sony is treating it as a first-party title in this presentation, so clearly that proves that there is an exclusivity. Okay, granted, okay, that was GTA 5 right there, but like it's GTA, so it's like sure. Yeah, right there. Right there. It's only on screen for like a frame. And it's like kind of zoomed in, but like they show it. They show it, and that's all I care about. They show it. Let's look at this again. How many dislikes does this have? That sounds about right. All of the comments are just like, Rockstar's milking this game. Yeah, I did not think this was going to happen. For the record, I did not think this was going to happen. I thought they were just going to... Like, it's going to be backwards compatible anyway, but like, I thought that they wouldn't bother. At least not for like a while or something, but nope. They're porting the game again.
I guess it was the weather. Or the... I don't know, that thing. That magic.
This footage is not from that version, of course, because it doesn't look like it. This is all from like the PS4 version or whatever.
More and more like a snee-eye itch every day.
Actually, it might be from an earlier version almost, because the pixel count looks too low for it to be the PS4 version. Especially because this is all like story footage.
We should talk about work.
This is so weird. I really did not think they were going to port this game again.
We all love banks. Get me a DJ.
So yeah, this is all online stuff.
Give me a hand with these bodies.
This cannot be traced back to me.
Now I have no idea what to think about GTA 6. Like,
Champagne, anyone?
It's obviously gonna come out eventually, but like...
Just sort of smash things.
You know what? You know, I don't know. I don't know anymore. How do you enhance this game on PS5 outside of giving it 60 FPS? Okay, you know what? I'm going to give Rockstar this. If the game is 60 FPS on the PS5 and the Series X, then that's enough of a reason for the game to exist. Having 60 FPS on consoles would be huge. I don't think that's going to happen, but you know, we'll have to see. So, I don't think this port is necessary, but if it has 60 FPS, then, like, sure, I guess. Exactly. The Rockstar logo appears. The time has stopped for a moment. Rockstar Games GTA 5 on PS. Nice, even higher quality. The future of gaming starts with the game in 2015. Literally everyone's just complaining, and honestly, I don't blame them. Let's see. Is there anything else I really want to look at? Actually, is those frame drops from Ratchet and Clank in the actual trailer, or is that just, like, the game? I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I just want to, like, skip through.
No way. Ask nicely. The dimensions are weakening. Great.
Now, the frame rate drops are still in the video, so that's just probably because it's an early build. It's obviously not coming out this year. It's coming out probably at the end of 2021, maybe even 2022. Who knows? Okay, then. So... oh, yeah. PS5 hardware reveal. Oh, actually, let's look at the... This is what I was waiting for. Yeah, let's look at this in 4K. Like, again, like, on the stream or the upload of the video you're watching right now, it's gonna be 1080p. But I want to see what this looks like, even though it's still YouTube. 4K on YouTube can look pretty good. I'm sure Digital Foundry is gonna, like, you know, have a field day with all this stuff, and they're gonna be like, okay, the game is running at this resolution. I'm actually kind of curious how all these games run, because they, at first I thought, oh, everything's gonna be native 4K, but if they're using ray tracing, they might not. I don't know. I mean, regardless, it looks good anyway, so it's not like it really matters all that much. Coming from someone that has a PS4 Pro and a 4K monitor, as long as the resolution is high enough, I don't really care all that much. Okay, how many dislikes does this have? Okay, not really any. Choose your fighter. Wi-Fi router. School binder. 2012 fan render. And this is not 4K. Everyone's talking about how it looks like a router. Actually, it kind of does, actually. Hold on. Actually, you know, actually it does kind of look like a router. I never really thought of it like that. I was just like, oh, it just looks different. Looks like Eve from WALL-E. Hold on, does it say anything about whether UHD disk drive will be the same? Of course it'll be the same. Of course the gameplay will be the same between the PS5 and the PS5 Digital Edition. Yeah, but in all seriousness, if you're gonna get a PS5, buy the one with the disk drive. Like, seriously, buy the one with the disk drive. You'd be crazy not to. Maybe when the PS5 in a couple years gets cheaper, the digital version will be worth something, but, like... Actually, no, the form factor, because... look, the PS5 looks a lot more like when the one that has the disk drive kind of like juts out a bit. That does look kind of weird. You know how like juts out. But on the digital edition, it looks nice and clean. So, you know, maybe if you want a slightly cleaner looking machine, I guess. But like, actually, no. Can we talk about how it has USB Type-C on the front? Like having Type-C for the controllers is awesome, but having a Type-C port right on the front, that's awesome. That's really cool. The Series X, I don't think has any Type-C ports. I could be wrong, though. I wonder if that port is 10 gigabit or 5 gigabit. I don't know. We're probably not going to know until launch, because why would Sony tell us something like that? So yeah, we're getting a new camera, which I guess I guess that isn't too surprising, but they kind of... But normally, like, the camera stuff, like, kind of is only relevant for, like, a year, then they just kind of drop it, so it kind of feels, like, unnecessary. So clearly white is the theme they're going with. That's the theme of PlayStation 5, it's white. They're going back to the days of white consoles, like with the Wii and the original Xbox 360 and stuff like that. The days where everything was white. Because nowadays everything is black. You know, PlayStation's black. Like, there are white consoles, but, you know, PlayStation 4 is black. Xbox One is black. The Switch is black, you know. But this console's got, like, obviously it's got black in it, but, like, white definitely seems to be the theme going here for PlayStation 5, which yeah, sure. That's up from, that's cool. Obviously there's going to be special editions and stuff and all that eventually, so even if you don't like the white... Because I could totally see people preferring this if it was black, so we're going to get a black one eventually, just not at launch, probably. What are... Oh, wait, okay, wait. What are these two things right here? I want to know what this is. I assume those are indicator LEDs. And the reason why I think that is because one of them is missing on the digital edition. So I'm guessing this is either the power button or it's the power LED. And then the one up there is for, like, the disk drive. You know, the eject button for the disk drive. And obviously that's not on the digital edition, because why would it need to be on there? And of course they got all the accessories, because, you know. I think it looks really good from the side. Like, this angle. Like, when you're looking at it straight on, especially the one with the disk drive, it looks kind of odd. But when you look at it from the side, it actually looks kind of nice. It does look like a fan render. It does look like it does kind of look like a router as well, but I think it'll definitely grow on people. I think it'll definitely grow on people as time passes. And eventually we won't even think about it. It'll just be, that's what it looks like. Future of gaming closing says a real... Okay, so yeah. Okay then, so... Resident Evil Village. So wait, it's actually called Village? Now Chris can look like... The Redfield lineage shall be preserved. You know what? Let's really quickly... Does it have USB port? What? Xbox compatible game? What? We'll look at the Wikipedia page. I mean, you guys probably can barely read this because, again, 4K monitor. So let me zoom this in. It's like 200%. Ah, that Xbox logo doesn't scale correctly. But whatever. Where is a picture? Do they not have a picture on here? What? Okay, obviously the website's gonna have it. Whoa! Microsoft's website is not optimized for 4K screens very well. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. There we go. That looks better. So yeah, obviously that's like the disc tray on this one's much more obvious. So yeah, we got the Type A port right here in the front. Do we have a Type C port on the back though? I don't think there is. Okay, so this is the... I know there was like a dev unit that got leaked and stuff, and maybe we'll look at that. But so yeah, we got the expansion cards. Yeah, super speed. Okay, that doesn't say 10 gigabit. It doesn't say 10 gigabit, so that's 5 gigabit ports. We got gigabit LAN. We got the HDMI. Maybe there's another... I think there's another USB 3 like behind this card that you can't see, but I'm not quite sure. So yeah, I don't think either console has Type C like built in. Well, actually, no. Well, no, the PS5 does, but like not on the back. I mean, is that gonna really matter in the end? Probably not. But it would be kind of cool if both consoles had it. So let's go ahead and look at the Wikipedia page real quick, and then we'll probably call it a stream. Or how much? PlayStation 5. Have they updated anything yet? No, they have not. When's the last time this was updated? I don't know what that means in normal time. PlayStation 5 games. They're going to probably have a listing for all these, right? Yeah, Hitman, Gran Turismo. Yeah, they've updated this. Or Untitled Blue Point Project. Okay, see, okay, this hasn't been updated yet. I mean, the stream just ended, so fair enough, I guess. Wait a second. They didn't show us the UI. They teased it, but they didn't show it. I mean, we got the console, so I guess it's good enough. But, like... Okay, hold on a second. It does say the PlayStation... Wait, let's go to the website. Like, the actual website. They might have... Maybe we can see the back on the website. Have they updated it yet? What? Sign into your Sony account. Oh my god. Okay, let me put this on the other screen real quick, just in case. And my cat wants out. Hold on a sec. Whew. Okay. Darn, I can't type right. Come on. Okay, here we go. And is it just the... Okay, no. There's not anything really new on here. It doesn't say the date. Like, now that the stream, like, the whole thing is just right here. But, like, the website itself hasn't really been updated yet. So... that kind of sucks, but it'll probably be updated by the end of the day, and they'll have pictures and stuff. Yeah, like this page has not been updated much. I mean, we even have a picture of the thing. Then again, there's not a picture of the thing even on the Series X page, even though we've known what it looks like since the Game Awards. System software. This is our... Cerny states we don't have to wait to play for PS boot up the game. Oh, we didn't see Cerny at all in that presentation. Even though Cerny's like the face of PlayStation, kinda. Like, Cerny is basically Sony's Reggie or Iwata or Phil Spencer. Like, he's kind of like the face of PlayStation, pretty much. He wasn't in it at all. That was a little surprising, even just for like the hardware reveal. But okay. But they teased the UI and they didn't show it. That kind of sucks, but I guess I can let it slide when we got everything else, pretty much. Hardware. Like, on the front page, is it there? No, it's still not updated because it says, join us live. Okay. Should I look at Twitter? I don't know if I should look at Twitter. I'm probably not going to. Actually, you know what? I don't even have to look at Twitter. I'll just look at Instagram. Do I have the app installed? No, I don't. Okay, never mind. We're not doing that. I just want to see... Actually, Insomnia... I probably am butchering the name right now. Insomniac Games. Marvel Spider-Man. Do they have a link to their Twitter from here? Is this a sequel? This is obviously a spin-off. This is obviously a Lost Legacy type thing where, you know, it's a new game, and that's awesome. But it's not Spider-Man 2. I thought that was pretty obvious. Don't tell me to kill me. I really hope this will be also be on PS4. I mean, it could. It could. It's a spin-off game, but I really, really doubt it. Sequel. We don't know if it's the sequel, though. Yeah, it would have been called Spider-Man 2 or something like that if it was the sequel. The PS5, 501 God of War. Oh yeah, they didn't show God. Well, it's not really that surprising. They didn't show God of War. I guess they'll probably save that for next year. This is better. Am I really gonna spend $500 on a PS5 just to play Spider-Man Crash and play? Replace that with, am I really gonna spend $500 on a PS5 just to play Spider-Man? Period. Because Persona 6 is not coming out for like another 5 years, so it's like, what do you DLC? This is this better be playable. Why would it be DLC? It's a spin-off. Why is this up for discussion? I mean, okay, to be fair, they haven't said anything, but it's very obvious that this is a Lost Legacy type thing, where it's a new game that's built on the existing engine, but it's not the, like, sequel. Like how Lost Legacy wasn't Uncharted 5. It was, like, Uncharted 4, like, DLC, basically, as its own game. This is perfect. Maze off with the Avengers, that would be acceptable. So, yeah, there's not really any confirmation on here. Here it is. You have a beautiful family from Ubisoft. I enjoyed that. PS4 looks like a Wii and the Series X looks like a trash can. Okay, I know we gotta have the memes, but, like, in all seriousness here, I'm looking forward to both consoles. I really am. I'm not one of those people that partakes in the console wars in any serious capacity. Like, I got all the consoles. I got the Switch, I got the PS4 Pro, I got an Xbox One. I'm gonna get a PS5, like, day one. Unless something bad happens, that's my plan. And I will be getting a Series X probably shortly after. I want to have all the consoles. Yeah, every console has something to offer. Exactly. Listen to Master Chief. We can enjoy everything, darn it. Yeah, the router thing is being memed already. Okay. Okay, enough with all that. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, PS5 looks pretty awesome so far. Spider-Man this year, not a sequel, but a new game. Sign me up. We got Horizon, we got Resident Evil, we got all that stuff. So, okay, I think we're about done here. We've been streaming for 2 hours now. I'm going to be, of course, uploading this to the main channel. Well, actually, not the main channel. The secondary channel. I'm going to upload the entire 2-hour stream, but I'll also probably have some, like, clips on their own, like, probably for the console itself and for Spider-Man. And then I'll just have, like, the entire, like, 2-hour stream. I'll have, like, timestamps for, like, the main stuff, probably, but that's about it. So, okay, now we're actually done. So, to anyone that's made it this far in the stream or in the YouTube upload, I sincerely thank you for watching this. And, well, that's all I really have to say. So, this is Logan589XP. And I will see you guys next time.